now you are on video. So now, if you do anything sketchy, I can catch you. Anyway, today I'm joined by the one and only Ryan Patrick. And how the hell are you?
I'm doing great. I'm just happy to be here, and I'm so happy that you have this YouTube channel. I've been watching some of your interviews, some of your reviews, and I got to say, man, I'm thoroughly impressed. You're just doing your thing, and I think you're doing a great job with it. So I'm honored to be on.
That was a very long speech, but thank you. I wasn't actually expecting a huge YouTuber like you to be watching my channel.
Hey, you know what? I checked it out, and yeah, I saw a little bit of Bleeb's interview. I saw Legal Alien. I saw your review of Volt Inu. I like to know, if I'm getting interviewed by somebody, I like to check out what they're doing beforehand, and you're doing great, man.
Thank you. Anyway, please tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got into crypto.
Sure. Well, let's see here. I got into crypto early last year. So I've been in crypto pretty seriously for over a year now. The first crypto I purchased was Dogecoin, I think, along with a lot of other folks. Definitely a lot of other crypto YouTubers and people in the space. And, I kind of bought into the hype with Elon Musk and all of that and realized it probably wasn't the best decision. And then I moved over to Shiba Inu, which was a little bit better of a decision at the time. And then got into a couple other projects from there. Next was Saitama. And most of my videos in the crypto space were on Saitama. Pretty much all of 2021, that's all I talked about. I didn't really start doing crypto content on my channel until October of last year. So I'm almost at like a year anniversary with crypto content on my channel.
Hmm. All right. Now, so that's how you got into crypto. But now, why did you switch from dating advice to crypto?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of my, I guess, success on YouTube was from being a dating and relationship coach. I was a dating relationship coach from 2014 up until basically last year, and had done about 2 years worth of dating content on my channel. And the thing was, I really enjoyed coaching, but after a while, there's only so many things you can say in terms of advice to someone, whether it's a man or a woman, about dating, where you start to get a little repetitive. You start saying the same thing multiple times, and I just found that I was making videos that were very redundant, and I just felt like my audience, they probably understood my advice at that point. So I figured it was time for me to kind of change things up and move to another passion, and that was crypto.
Okay, that was a very long story. When
You
people
just
say
you
long story short,
you could just tell me to keep it short. I can cut it down. Not a problem.
nah, nah, I like my videos being long. It's already been 3 minutes. Time passes by fast.
There it
Trust me,
is.
this video will be about an hour and a half, and it'll feel like 5 minutes for us anyway.
Yeah. If I keep talking this long, definitely.
Yeah. Anyway, what are you drinking there?
I got a little espresso. Needed a little
Caffeine.
afternoon caffeine. Yep.
This
Absolutely.
isn't this isn't pure caffeine. It just has caffeine in it. I
What
don't
kind of
know how Fanta
is
has caffeine in it, but
is Fanta your favorite soft drink, or what else do you like?
um, Imber, Vimto, ton of other drinks that have chemicals that can really make you hyper. Anyway, hmm, give me one piece of dating advice that will help a 9-year-old.
A 9-year-old. Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. I think that at the end of the day, you just have to be yourself, and it doesn't matter what how you think that's going to come across to other people, but you have to be true to yourself and you have to be yourself. And as long as you do that, at the end of the day, I think you're going to find you're going to be dating people that you like and that have the same interests as you. So that would be it. Just be yourself.
All right. I am pretty good at dating advice myself, but
Are
this is the
you?
most important question. Yes.
Well, wait.
Anyway,
Before we go on, can I ask you what dating advice you would give someone your dad's age or my age or older than you? Let's just say.
give me a scenario.
All right. So a scenario like someone is coming to you for a specific situation. You want like a
Or like, there's multiple girls that want you, and they only want you to themselves, but you like all of them,
okay.
or like something like that, or yeah, like you just said.
Okay, well, that's a great scenario. So let's just say someone's coming to you and they're like, I've got all of these guys or all of these girls, depending on who's, asking you the question. What would you say to somebody who's finding themselves running into a lot of people that like them? What would you say?
Be yourself and turn them all down.
All of them?
Because
Really?
if all of them want you to themselves, that clearly just means that they can't get along with the other ones, the other people, which means they wouldn't get along with you. That's the secret path to finding it.
Interesting. Okay, so you're basically you're not wanting them all to know that you're dating the same person. That's very interesting. So you just
That's
move
why
on.
that's why you would turn them all down and move on with your life. Because if someone like that is with you, then they're most likely just going to slow you down and complain about the smallest things and waste all your money on drugs and crack.
That is a possibility. I did not think about that. This is a great.
Or they could literally just go spending spree and buy a ton of Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Chanel, Prada.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. That can definitely be a problem. You just got to be careful of what people's motives are, and
And if that's a person like that, which I just explained, then you just want to live on with your life and be alone for the rest of your life, and just like, I don't know, have friends over sleepovers, or like go stay at families' houses for sometimes.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you definitely having good friends in your life is very important. But
Or if you
hopefully,
have like loads of
yeah,
good friends, but none of you can afford your own place. Like, you have a decent amount of money, but not enough to afford a house.
right.
You're all sleeping in the exact same apartment, while the exact same house, because you can't all afford another house.
You share the expenses.
And like
That's smart.
and then you walk in, and then bills will be easier because all of you are paying for bills. And at the same time, if you walk in with like something new, they'll all be like, "Oh my god, you look so cool," and everything like that. That's so supportive good friends are. Like, I watched
Absolutely.
this video of someone walking in and he dyed his hair red, and then he called on his mates and he was like, "Oh my god, boys, look at this." And everyone started coming out of the bedrooms and everything to look at his hair, and they were all so supportive and nice about it. That's friends you need in your life. People who,
Absolutely. You need to
they-
have that feedback from friends
at
to
the
tell
same
you.
time,
Yeah.
some of them sleep on the floor in sleeping bags and stuff, and like caterpillar sleeping bags and stuff. Some of them literally sleep in a hammock because there's not enough rooms for all of them.
That's right.
Like 5 of them sleep in one room, and like 5 of them sleep in another, and like multiple of them sleep in different rooms except the bathroom and the kitchen.
I think that could be fun for a weekend, but that might get a little old after a while. But I guess it depends on the person.
He was
You know?
quite. Those were people that known each other since like nursery. So of course they're all gonna be living together because if that's what they want, then that's what they want.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which,
Speaking
what
my
I want
language.
right
I
now.
like it. I like it. I'll take a sip too. How is this going so far, you think? We're doing all right?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Anyway, this is the most important question of the day. Are you ready?
Yes.
mentally prepare yourself.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
What do you prefer, pasta or biscotti?
Pasta. I know I know I answered it wrong because I watched Legal Aliens answer on this. And you weren't happy with it. See, I just proven to you that I watched your interview. Did I? Did I not?
You did. You did.
That's right.
You passed the test, but
Good.
unfortunately, I would have preferred if you said spaghetti. But anyway, speaking of spaghetti, I have spaghetti bolognese for tea tonight. So,
Oh, perfect. What kind of meat? What kind of meat is in that? Just regular ground beef?
mint meat, mint meat. Yes,
Mince
mint
meat?
meat. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's the only way.
We call it minster because it smells like mince for some reason. Anyway, where do you live now, and what made you leave the USA?
Well, so I was just in the USA for a month for a wedding. My cousin got married, and now I'm in France with my wife for the month. So we're close. We're near you, actually. I don't know how long that flight is, but we're close by.
Actually, no, you could literally go to an underground train station that leads under the second biggest ocean in the world, which
That's
is
right.
the UK's ocean, which is the
Yeah.
second biggest ocean in the world, considering it contains
Ah.
about 70. It contains about 40% of the globe, while the biggest ocean contains about 60% of the globe.
And I have not been on that. Have you been on that train? I have not yet been on that.
No,
That goes
it's
underwater.
called the Channel,
The channel.
or the Channel, or the Channel.
The channel. The channel's tunnel. I like that.
Yes, Channel's Tunnel. There you go. If you go under it and you go to England, it's about 2 hours. While the flight is 3 hours. It goes much faster than a plane, believe it or not.
And
so
I think
then
I would.
you'll be able to meet me. In
Yeah. No, I'd love to meet you and your dad, actually. And I would probably much prefer to take the channel over flying into Heathrow Airport because that airport's a bit of a nightmare. If I'm being completely honest.
Yes, that train also has really nice music you can listen to.
Oh.
It's nice and smooth and relaxing. And you also get to see fishes and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Because in the UK, there's this place called Cornwall where they stopped pumping waste into it 15 years ago, so now it's gorgeous and blue.
Really?
And then 3 years ago, they stopped pumping waste into all of our ocean, which means all of it's blue, but near like the shore and stuff, because there's much more seaweed next to the shore, it's all green because of the seaweed. But then, when you go on a boat, as soon as you get past that seaweed, blue.
Oh, is it as blue as the water behind you right now?
No.
Not that blue.
It's
Here
the
in
green
France,
green.
in France, it almost looks like that. Just right along the coast, it's that blue. Because I'm in Nice right now, which is near Cannes. Very cool.
If only I had like a speaker right now, I could play some France music.
There you go. Yeah, I hear it all the time.
I don't know what French music. Wow, monsieur, become. Anyway.
Monsieur. I'm learning some French words. I just learned that one as well. Monsieur.
Me and Legal can speak a lot of Spanish.
Oh, you speak Spanish?
It.
I like that. No, that's a great language to know.
He doesn't believe all the words I say in Spanish. They're all Spanish because he doesn't know anything about Spain.
Who? Your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tell him I said hello.
He said hi.
Yo.
Mr. Patrick said hi.
Right.
Is it okay if I called you Ryan?
Of course.
All right, yeah.
And I can
Also-
call you. You prefer Tyler, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I actually don't mind being called Mini Demon or Tyler. Either one. Either
Okay.
one. Anyway, does money buy happiness?
Does money buy happiness? It does not. It does not. Happiness. It's funny because this kind of goes back to the dating advice, right? really goes back to just being able to do some work on yourself and really understanding what you want. And I think that money has nothing to do with that. I mean, it can help you do certain things like, traveling if you like to travel. But money's not going to buy you, a girlfriend, at least one that you want, or a boyfriend.
I guess it's a
depending on-
gold digger.
You know what I mean?
If
Yeah.
it's a gold digger, then like say, if a girl's a gold digger or a boy, you walk up to them and you're like, "Hey, want to go out for dinner?" And they're like, "No, thanks." And then you say, "What about my Ferrari or Mercedes or Lamborghini?"
On my yacht.
And they're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, sure." And you're like, "Nah, you're a gold digger. No, get out of here."
No, that's it. Money can, make things more comfortable for you, but in terms of happiness, that's going to come from within, I feel. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
And that takes practice. I think that takes time.
With that money.
You can buy some cool. You can buy some very cool toys, very
Jet
fun
ski.
things.
Jet ski.
But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself if those things really make you happy inside.
Oh.
And for some people, it will. Other people won't.
Like if you're poor for like most of your life and then you got rich, you'd be like, "Yay!" But soon you'd realize that money doesn't buy you happiness. The things you buy with that money gets you happiness. Like say you want a bottle of Fanta, and that's all you needed to make your day. Also, for some reason, it's orange here, but it's yellow here. Huh? But yeah. Say you want a bottle of Fanta. Also, that's how full it is.
Yeah, exactly. You
Say
can't
want
even
a
see
bottle
it.
of Fanta, and if you buy it, that would really make your day. Then you'd be happy for the rest of the day because you brought it with money, cash, green, cash. So then that would buy you happy.
Yeah, if the Fanta is something that makes satisfies your thirst and is cold and refreshing, that can buy happiness at least for a period of time, right? Sometimes the simple things in life can
Fanta's
make someone
brought me
happy.
happiness. Fanta's brought me happiness
Well, that's good.
for my entire life. And if I didn't have Fanta, I would be in my bed with my face planted in my pillow.
Oh, so Fanta's that important to you. That's
Dissolving into little molecules until I don't exist anymore. That's how important Fanta is to me. If I don't get Fanta within 5 days, I start to do that. Yeah, I start face plant my pillow and I start face planting my head into my pillow and just start dissolving into little molecules until I don't exist.
Well, I'm really happy you have a bottle of Fanta with you right now. Otherwise, this interview would probably go much differently, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I wouldn't be this happy if
Exactly.
if I didn't have this Fanta with me. Well, every interview so far, I've had at least a bottle of Fanta with me or a bottle of Fanta upstairs that I drank before it. Anyway.
That's good.
What would you do in a zombie apocalypse? Wait, how would you survive in a zombie apocalypse?
Ooh, that's a pretty open-ended question, but I'm going to keep it short. Let's see. Does it matter where I am on the planet?
Nope, doesn't matter where you are. There's always zombies.
How would I survive a zombie apocalypse? All right, so I watched The Walking Dead.
No. It's early stages, which means it's just started to break out, which means it's still spreading.
That's the most terrifying part, isn't it? Where people are turning and
then at the late stages, that's when it really is terrifying. Because you could literally be in your bathroom, in your basement, or something like that. Like a nice, gorgeous basement. You could literally be in your bathroom with the window next to your head. And a zombie could literally do this, like trip down, smell your poo and be like, "Bleh." Reach your hand in and be like, "Alright, nom nom noms, alright, you're infected now. You're not enjoying your poo today."
So let me ask you, Tyler, are these the fast-moving zombies? Like in whatever that Will Smith movie was?
I'm not sure.
Called? I Am Legend. Did you ever see that? I Am Legend? Where
No.
they're super fast?
Oh yeah. There's been games of that actually. Anyway. Yeah. The zombie virus mutates over time because except it would probably take about 6 months of sunlight to
Hmm.
kill most of the zombies because their brain is dead. That's how the zombie takes over.
I
Because the
think
brain is slowly dying throughout those months.
I think I know exactly what I would do. I would try to get to the smallest island I could that has the most resources on it, because I assume that zombies can't swim, right? They can't walk underwater to get to me. So instead of, I was going to go high up in the mountains, but I'm going islands. I would want to be on an island.
There's one problem with that.
What's the problem?
Sometimes islands get consumed by water.
How?
Rain fills up the ocean more than the sun evaporates it. So then
What? I wouldn't be on the smallest island. Maybe a medium-sized island.
Oh
One
yeah,
where-
then water wouldn't be able to consume it. It would get close
Yeah.
to consuming it, like that far away from consuming it.
Yeah, because I'm not concerned about getting to the island because I know how to drive a boat.
I don't have to drive with jet ski, even though I've never drove one, but driving boat seems pretty easy.
Yeah, I would just have to source some fuel. There's a lot of, that's a very, very good question that you asked. I'm going to be thinking about that one all night, actually. What would I do?
Just afraid of a zombie popping out your wardrobe, like, hey, we actually exist.
I'm going to ask my wife about that, what she would do. See if we have the same
Anyway,
answers.
This is what I would do.
Okay.
I would rob everything, every shop, every hospital, every chemist I know, and my parents know, and my brothers know, and my brother's friends know, and my brother's friends know, and all that. Then I would find a nice, sturdy building to hunker down in that all of us can fit in.
Okay.
Stay in it, barricade it, and then we would have enough food, water, supplies, mostly medical supplies. Because if you actually treat the wound of a zombie virus and use specific medication called Zombrex, which I'm pretty sure are in some films, it slows down the virus a lot. But you need about about 4 doses every month. Just like in
Okay.
Dying Light, you need to find Zombrex within a week, so then you don't turn, because your character ends up turning in the end because he didn't get a Zombrex. And then in Dying Light 2, you are a different guy who's much stronger than the last person you were playing as, because he literally would do this. Your character was facing off against a huge mutant zombie that literally just mutated, and this guy could literally do this. You're struggling against this thing. He would literally kick its head, and it would do that. Hold on, Dan. Anyway, and it would all you would have to do is grab onto his arm, and because of how strong that person is, because he got trained in the army, he would pull it down because of how strong he is, because he worked out a lot, grab onto its back, climb onto its back, and do this. Pry its neck off.
Ooh.
Anyway.
So, yeah, I mean, so I have a couple questions regarding that, though. I wouldn't want to be barricaded in a building because I've seen what that can do in certain
the door
scenarios.
won't be barricaded, but when everyone's in, you barricade the door because
Right.
then nobody can get in.
Right, but what if you need more medication? And what if you need more resources? You don't have enough in the building. That's why I like the island idea and having a boat, because then you could kind of go in and out as you please to different ports and different locations to source different things. I think I'd be a little bored in a building too. That's just me. I like where you're going though. I like the idea of having everyone that you care about with you. I like that. I like that.
Alright, we'll come back to that maybe a little bit later. Anyway, what is your favourite animal?
Favorite animal? I like the bald eagle.
Ooh.
Yes, if I was an animal, I'd want to be one that can fly, and I would want to be a predator. I wouldn't want to be, one of the prey birds. Yeah, bald eagle. I'm going with bald eagle.
Mine is tortoises. And
Oh yeah, you have one, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name again?
Yeah, Charlie. Oh, it's female.
Oh, it's a female. What's her name?
Shelly.
Shelly.
Anyway, what did you want to be as a child?
So my dad was a policeman, and I wanted to be a policeman as well. My grandfather was in the police force, so that's what I thought I was going to end up doing, is becoming a police officer. And that changed a little bit as I got a little older, just because it just got a little bit more detailed in terms of what the job actually entails. It's a very specific lifestyle, and it just didn't end up happening. But that's what I wanted to be as a kid, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite crypto project at this minute?
My favorite crypto project. Oh, I don't know if I can
Wait,
say
before you
this.
say that,
Oh, there's Shelly.
look at the little dewdrop. She's so cute.
Oh. How long have you had Shelly?
Just about about 10 months now.
10 months. That's a long time.
Hello, Shelly. Huh? And all right, say it.
So the crypto project. So I have 4, and they're
Say it.
equal. You want me to say what they are? Okay, WAGME. Okay, Lillian Finance. I don't know if your dad agrees with that one, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Terrarium. And TCG World, which is a metaverse. So those are the only 4 projects that I'm invested in, and they're all near and dear to my heart. I speak about them on Twitter a lot. I haven't done much YouTube content in the past couple months, but those are my 4 babies. Those are the ones I really care about. How about you? What are you into?
I don't really have a favorite.
Do you have?
Unless there's a token about tortoises, then yeah.
There could be. There actually could be. There's a lot of them out there.
Anyway.
Do you have your own crypto? Do you have your own crypto wallet? Do you have like crypto that you're holding?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, that's good. You're getting an early start. That's great.
All right. Do you want to go back home now, Shirley? Do you think Shirley should go back home now?
Yes.
All right. Come on, Shirley. Time to go home. There we go. She's going home now. Anyway, will NFTs last, or are they just a phase?
NFTs will last. NFTs will absolutely last in the Web3 realm. So the first
NFTs have been around for years now. Normally, a phase is just like a month or 2.
Yeah. Well, they're evolving, right? So at first it used to be just like a digital piece of art or a photo. That was Web 1. That was NFTs 1.0.
You can see the green screen coming out a little bit right here.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Yep, it's peeling on the end there. But
might be the light from the sun. Anyway, yeah, carry on.
Yes, so NFTs I think are going to last if they really have true utility. So that means that if you hold an NFT, you actually own a piece of something, not the actual NFT itself, but maybe you own a piece of a business, right? So like WAGME is one that a project I really love. I hold a lot of their NFTs because for every NFT you hold of the 3,022 NFTs they have, you get 10% of the income that company brings in every month. And you split that 10% with 3,022 holders, and that's just money that's coming in every month. As long as the game is successful, because it's a crypto game, that's just a great utility, and that's one example. The other one is the metaverse. So owning digital land in the metaverse. You hold an NFT, You own a piece of land in the metaverse. So that's going to be something that I think is going to be big in the next couple years. Do you hold any NFTs, Tyler?
With Balter Token, they put me on the whitelist, which means I have a free NFT off them, and they let me create an NFT for them.
Ooh. Okay. You interviewed them, didn't you, Balto?
Yeah.
What did you like that project?
Yeah. Also, remember that big fat fly I was complaining about for like 2 interviews?
Wait, remind me.
It's dead now.
Which one?
That fat fly that was fighting a skinny fly. Yeah, it's dead now.
Oh. How did that happen?
Flies only live for 1 or 2 days.
I didn't know that.
It's been over 2 days, so it's dead now.
Must be gone. Oh.
Why are you saying, oh, flies are horrible?
Oh, I don't know. Was he bothering you on the show? Was he like flying around you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was also fighting a skinny fly with it.
Okay.
I missed dead the first day.
I missed that one. I missed that video.
Yeah. I don't miss it whatsoever. If anything, I'm glad. Anyway, do you like Saitama?
I did like Saitama.
Did.
If that counts.
Well, we'll have to see if you like it right now. That's what counts.
Well, if I'm being completely honest, well, let me ask you first. Do you like Saitama?
Am I going to be judged for saying it?
No. I hope I'm not.
No, I do not like it.
No, I think, yeah, and I'd be curious what your dad has to say about this, but for me...
Yeah, hates it.
Yeah, no, exactly. For me, along with other community members from Saitama, I think we feel a little betrayed by how the project has played out, and just a lot of broken promises, a lot of things that they said they were going to... Like, for example, do you remember Cytomask?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think they just shut that down permanently. Yeah, so if you had any, hopefully you didn't have any crypto left on that Cytomask, because anybody who has crypto there won't be getting it back. But that was going to be their big their chief utility, and they had months and months and months of we're almost there, we're going to do it, and they couldn't get it done. So, I think they missed an opportunity because they had a really great community. And when you start making excuses and you start lying to people, your community is going to turn on you. So that's kind of how I feel about it, in my opinion.
So is that a yes to liking it or no to liking it?
That is a not so much.
All right. I'll take a not so much. Anyway, would you like to move to the next page?
Of course.
Right, I'm going to try not to rub the paper against the mic. And I did it again. Anyway, if you could go back in time, what year would you go to?
What year? Interesting. Go back to a year. I would...
1482. Wait a minute. Not 1482.
1492? Columbus? No, I wouldn't choose that.
I was saying a year that was over like 700 years ago.
I think I would want to... Let's see. I would say... And how long would I have to be there? I wouldn't have to, stay there too long?
I don't know. We never actually said how long we would be in that timeline for.
Maybe for 24 hours, one day?
Forever until you get back to your timeline.
Ooh, maybe I move that up then. Let's see. I would go back to the 80s as the adult that I am now, because I grew up as a child in the 80s, and that was a very cool decade. So I would go back to the 80s. So we'll just say 1980.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, the year that you're originally in gets frozen until you get back to it.
Okay,
So-
so I'd basically I'd
so,
have to
like,
relive my
yeah.
life.
You'd get back, you'd relive your life back to that point, and then say you had to go, your wife, she would
Yeah.
be frozen in time at that moment. As soon as you get back to that timeline, she would come back.
Yeah, see.
The timeline would be unfrozen.
Yeah, I think I was going to say something in the 1800s, but I couldn't wait that long to see my wife again. So I'd say 40 years. That's probably way too long, too. I'd probably miss her too much. But yeah, we'll stick with 1980 because I think the 80s had a lot of great Michael Jackson. I mean, come on, there's just a lot of great cultural icons that come out of the 80s. You know, the
I would go back to 2014. You want to know why?
yes.
Because that was when content was actually good. Because nowadays, it's just you put a stick down and you're like, right, yeah, video done. Blech. They do like bad at. There's only a few good YouTubers left in this world. Games,
you know-
on the other hand, games.
Yep.
Where have they gone? Where have the good games gone?
That's a good question. That's a good question. And
There's already a few games that are actually good now. But
are you?
like, the new games aren't that good, except Dying Light 2. That's a personal favorite.
Do you like TikTok?
I know.
Because I think that content is not very good.
Horrendous.
Right. The short form. I don't really care for the short form content. I think what you're doing right now, this longer form interview style, I think is really interesting, and you know, it's revealing and storytelling, and you know, you're asking great questions. So, you all right there?
Yep.
Drink some Fanta. There it is. Gotta hydrate. Gotta get those liquids flowing.
Alright, I'm fine.
You all right?
Yeah, but my saliva accidentally went down the wrong tube. Didn't go down. Anyway. How come you have taken time off YouTube, and how have you been spending that time?
That's a great question, Tyler. So yeah, I've taken the last 2 months off of YouTube, and to tell you that honestly, I enjoy YouTube for the community aspect of it, and what I mean by that is guys like your dad, other YouTubers in the space. What I enjoy most about YouTube is doing live streams with a group of us, and kind of doing what we're doing right now, where we're just having a conversation. And I realized that a lot of folks in our space, that's just not what they were into. So I needed to kind of step away and just reevaluate the content that I was making and that I want to make. And I've been filling up my time off of YouTube by traveling and meeting different people from different cultures. Like, I've never been to France before, so this is a big thing for me. So maybe one day I'll come back, but for now I'm enjoying time with family and, just time away from YouTube.
You need to come to England and have a hotel in Stoke, so then you can see me.
It's in Stoke? Is that right?
Stoke. Yes. Yeah,
I have not been to England other than through Heathrow, just passing through. But now I have more reasons to go because we got new friends there.
Maybe.
So maybe one day.
Yeah, you made a new friend today, mate. Maybe for your next trip, you can take an extra month off.
Yeah.
And go through the channel, get to England, go to Stoke, book a hotel in Stoke, and then tell us what hotel it is, and then we can go meet and go to the beach or something and go have fun.
That's awesome. That would be great. Where is Stoke relative? Is it north or south of England? Is it
Middle. Yeah, middle of England.
Okay, so London is south, right? London is
Yeah,
south of
I
you?
think
Okay.
London is south. Yeah, south. London
Okay,
is south.
I'm trying to think about it on the map. Yeah, and how's the weather there right now? Is it nice this time of year?
I mean, it has been pretty cloudy. We have had a heat wave recently,
Yeah, all of
but
Europe has
it's
having a
pretty
heat
cloudy.
wave.
It's pretty cloudy, but right now it's 23 degrees Celsius.
Oh, okay, that's pretty nice actually. I heard that Germany is actually banning air conditioning, so I'm glad that yeah, I'm glad I'm not there right now. That was I don't know if that was a new thing. I just heard about that. So just it's
So is Germany gonna have like fans built into their walls? So they're gonna have to be like, all right, I'm gonna have to break into my wall now just to get this fan on.
I don't know how they're getting by.
Actually, no. In Germany, most of the time they have fans on their roof. They'll be fine.
On the
Except,
you're talking about ceiling fans. This on the
yeah,
ceiling? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love a good ceiling fan.
yeah. So maybe for your next trip, you can come here to Stark. Yeah,
I like that. I like that invitation. I appreciate that. Yeah, Stoke. Stoke. Is that
yeah.
how you spell it? That's great.
Kickenka.
And has your family? Does your family all live in the same area, or you guys kind of you have to drive a little ways to get to each other?
Yeah, we have to drive a little ways to get to each other.
All right.
Right now, mum, my dad, and my brother, well, one of my brothers, live in this household.
Nice. You guys, I'm sure, have a great family. Now, are you the oldest?
No, I'm the
Oh.
youngest.
Oh, you're the
The, the
baby.
brother the brother that's living with us is the middle child, and then our other
Oh.
one has moved out, and he is the oldest. Anyway,
Okay. So
yeah, but
you're the one who gets away with everything. You're
uh,
the
no, I honestly don't do things bad. Like, I could literally be thinking in my head and be like, oh, I'm gonna go get an ice pop, and I'd see John down there just having an ice pop as well, and everyone would be perfectly fine with it. Yeah, like, all right, yeah. And when I
That's
have an ice
cool.
pop, my favorite meal is personally ice because I get to have a cold, shivering feeling in my mouth, and I'm adapted to it,
Yeah.
so it doesn't really. So I can literally hold it in my mouth for about as long as it can melt,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't affect me. Besides a
Well,
few shivers, maybe.
well, we're pretty lucky to have siblings. I have sisters. I don't have any brothers, but I think I definitely appreciated having siblings when I got older.
Yeah, because if
Because
you didn't
you
have
stop.
siblings, you'd be bored.
Well, yeah, it's true, and you stop picking on each other after you. I don't know. I feel like after 18, your relationship changes with your siblings, but that's cool that you have your middle. It's your brother, right, that lives in your house, and then another brother that lives outside of the house, or he's moved.
Yeah, moved.
I see. Okay, well that's great. That's great. I'm the oldest of my siblings, so I like being the older brother, taking care of my little sisters.
All right. Do you believe in aliens?
I do.
Yes.
Yep, I
Another
do.
alien believer like me and my dad.
Yes,
Anyway,
definitely do.
at the end of the video, we'll come back to that Stoke thing. Also, really quick, I need to tell you something. You see Groot right here?
Oh,
The
Groot,
green that
yeah.
used to be, the green that used to be here is gone. And
Okay.
on his legs here,
Oh
also
yeah, because of the green
the
screen.
green is green. So you can literally see through it. But where's
That's
my
true.
back? Where's my heart? Where's the middle of my chest if it's
That's
see-through?
that's creepy. You're absolutely right. That's
I'm
amazing
I'm
technology.
transparent now. Anyway, what is the happiest moment of your life?
Oh gosh. I would
Your
have.
life.
I think for me, honestly, when I proposed to my wife and she said yes.
What about when you got married?
What was my happiest moment after that?
No,
Oh,
I
like
wasn't asking that. When you
no,
got
no, no.
married, like, was that not a happy moment?
No, wasn't the no? Because weddings are stressful. Because you'll find out one day if you're involved in the planning of a wedding. It's very stressful, and even the wedding itself is stressful. A wedding is a party for everyone other than the bride and groom. Anybody who's watching this who's married knows exactly what I'm talking about. I think for me, I was just really happy that my best friend, who's my wife, wanted to basically, she says she wants to spend the rest of her life with me. So that made me very happy. So it was more symbolic. It was more, hey, yes, I want to marry you.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, it was more flies?
It's fly season here. That's like 5 flies in our house right now.
I can't see them because I think I can
Did
see
you
through
not see
them.
that one that literally did that?
I couldn't.
Yeah, most of them are green. The house flies, they're green.
That's why. Unless they land on you, then I probably couldn't see them.
Yeah, most of them, like, they have green. They have like a green back.
Yeah.
They have green dotted all around them. I'll just say that. It's big clumps. I don't know how, but they just have green dotted around them, so you probably couldn't see it do that.
Yeah, I could. I haven't seen a single one yet. That's probably Haven't seen them.
Splots. Anyway, the happiest moment of my life was being hugged by an Akita yesterday.
Hugged by an Akita?
Yeah, a dog. Like, literally,
Oh.
we were at a dog's home delivering 4 big bags of food,
Yeah.
which probably is all gone by now because there was 100 dogs there.
Oh.
And one of the Akitas, both the Akitas, one of them was licking my leg while I was fussing at, while the other one was literally doing this on me.
Oh, it like draped its legs over you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
felt
fun.
its paws like crossed on my back, and it was taller than me. It was about that. It was about the same size as me. Because my dog Nala, she's a Rottie, and when she stands up, she's about that much bigger than me.
Oh, wow.
She's barely bigger than me. That's why when she is looking out the window like that, I hug her because she's slightly bigger than me and
Easier to hug.
Yeah, easier to hug.
Is an Akita?
Because when she lays down, she doesn't like to be hugged, but when she likes to be fussed. But when she's standing up, she really doesn't care if you're hugging her because she's so gentle when you hug her. Sometimes she even turns around and licks your face. And Akita is just a really fluffy dog that literally is just a little bit smaller than Nala. Like, it's hard to find dogs that are bigger than Nala, so I'm not surprised that I am surprised that it's only slightly smaller.
Is an Akita, is that a fluffy dog? Is that one of those big fluffy dogs, or does it not have a lot of hair?
It's not 90% floof. It's 50% floof.
Okay, so
really
half and half. Okay. So probably
when you
very
stroke
huggable.
it sinks in. Very huggable. Anyway.
Excellent. I'm glad that made you happy. That was yesterday?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then last time my Nala jumped on our window, put a paws on the window to look out, was about a week ago. And when I came down, I saw her like that, so that my first instinct was to go, "Aw," and then do this, hug her.
That's a good instinct.
Just to hug her. But anyway, off that project, we'll move back to the project Stirk at the end of the video. Anyway, what are your hobbies?
My hobbies. So if I am in my normal flow and I have my normal resources around me, I love to write. Working on a novel right now, actually, on the side. I like to play tennis. Do you play tennis?
Not really.
Yeah,
it's windy here and the ball normally does this.
Yeah.
Like when we throw it up and smack it,
yeah.
Normally when it goes straight, because the wind normally goes that way or that way.
Yeah.
Well, normally the wind goes that way because we're not that close to the equator, but we are decent. Well, it does get really hot in summer though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is just
humid.
this.
Oh
And
yeah.
then we have to try and run just to do that. Douche.
A lot of running in tennis, that's for sure.
Yeah, there is.
Love the beach too. Love going to the beach. Love eating food from different
Yeah.
places and cultures.
Croissants.
Learning new languages. Go
Croissant.
croissants for sure. Croissant. Croissant. Yeah.
Weird word. Weird word.
French food is great. A nice baguette with some
Oh,
nice
big
warm
baguette.
butter and strawberry jam. That's
Ooh, strawberry.
one of my new favorites.
You can see the
But-
green screen coming out a little bit there.
Oh, there it is.
That's my shadow. Anyway, carry on, carry on.
So let's see. Yeah, going to the beach. I love just being with family and having events with family. I've got a pretty large family, so we do fun events. Pretty much during summer is when we get together. Yeah, and just hanging out with friends. My wife and I go out and do a lot of fun things together. What about you?
My hobbies are drawing.
Okay, what do you draw?
Um. Oh, I draw this like little animated series based on anime.
Okay, oh, that's cool.
Not really. It's based off a hotel in hell, literally in hell.
A hotel in
Anyway.
hell? Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's called the Has-Been Hotel. Anyway,
Wow.
and there's this character called Husky for
Husk for short?
yeah, Husk
Okay.
for short and Husky for long.
Okay.
And there's a person called wait, hold on, what was his name again? Oh, if I rewatch my last video, I should be able to know what his name is.
How do you draw them? Do you use a pencil or do you use something else?
Pen.
Use a pen to sketch? Kind of sketch it out?
Yeah, but at the same time, I did this little series where someone called Angel, because his father is the strongest demon in hell, and his mother was an angel that went to hell, but had the will to be able to still stay as an angel. So when they had Angel, one of his wings he had hidden wings, and one of his wings was bright white feathers, and the other one was black and red feathers with like a scorching at the end. And he was the third strongest demon in hell.
Wow.
Well, Lilith, his mum, was the
Lilith.
second strongest. Yeah, Lilith.
Okay. Lilith.
And Reinhardt, Heart for short, his father, Reinhardt, was the strongest demon in hell. That's why, when he met Alistair, Alistair actually looked a little bit afraid when he met him, but when he tried to make a deal with him to help with the hotel, he didn't, because he knew that Alistair was a deal maker and would always destroy the deals
Oh.
and turn it into the worst version of it imaginable.
That's intense.
Yeah. And at the same time,
Mm.
Angel wasn't very picky. Like, literally, put a plate of worms in front of him and he's like,
Mm.
although he does have an extremely high budget, so I don't get why he just doesn't use some of it to fix up the hotel.
Hey, I have a question for you, Tyler, real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see if this works. Yeah. Yeah. Did you get Snap Camera? Did you take Legal Aliens advice to get Snap Camera?
Not yet, not yet.
I
Did we get Snap?
I have Snap
How did we
Camera
get
because
Snap Camera?
it's free, but I got it because I watched your video with Legal Alien, him talking about Snap Camera. So this is a good look for me. It's actually pretty good.
I prefer you without the glasses.
Yeah? All right, I'll take them off.
Your, your face looks like you literally just recovered after being you just recovered after being thrown into a nuclear pot of waste.
Look that bad. Okay, well, let me take those off.
Yeah, there we go. There you go.
Much
Yeah,
better.
yes, much better. Now you look. Now you look like you'd be setting out this beach, getting a tan. Yeah.
There it is. That's the look I'm going for.
Anyway, run me through a typical day in your life.
Ooh, these are really great questions, by the way. How do you come up with your questions? I'll answer your question. I was just curious. That's
Hey,
cool.
20% of the credit needs to go to my dad.
That's good. You guys work on this together. That is great. That is great.
I do 80% of the work. He just like 20%.
Ah,
Because his mind is always doing this, struggling while I'm literally playing Bed Wars and be like, this.
that's great though that you guys have something you can work on together that is so collaborative. I think, man, more parents and kids should be doing that. But a typical day for me right now, I mean, I'm kind of
I think your Frappuccino is a pretty good start.
yeah. No, that's a good one. We just got over to Europe not too long ago, so we've really been going to the beach a lot. Like I'm pretty tan.
That's why you look tanned.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of getting some new things in the works. I told you I'm working on my novel, but also trying to come up with new content to possibly come back to YouTube with, and really kind of putting some things together. Talking to a lot of projects in the background about things that they have coming up once the bull market starts. I think the crypto market is going to become much more interesting once we get out of this bear market. Yeah, and just really, just taking it day by day. Not got to work out too, so get my workouts in, trying to eat right, just trying to be mentally healthy. But yeah, aside from doing some work and eating a baguette, going to the beach, things are pretty simple over here. How about yeah, I was gonna ask you, how about you being off? Oh, what happened there?
Is the light peering through the green screen?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
there, fixed
there
it.
it goes.
But
It's
now we
back.
can see my shadow. Oh, it's back.
Technical difficulties.
Ignore the huge peering shadow from me. Anyway, a typical day for me.
Yeah, because you're off school right now, right?
Yeah. In the US, don't you get like 2 months off?
You do. So I would say,
Oh, so you get a week extra. We only get 7 weeks.
oh yeah. So I would say probably I don't know, on the East Coast of the US, like in New Jersey, we got off from like mid-June to the end of August. So like maybe 9 weeks. Yeah, I haven't been in school in a long time, but it used to be mid-June, and then we'd go back right around Labor Day. Labor Day for us is September, like the first week of September. It's crazy.
Right. A typical day for me would probably be waking up, sleeping in. My bed is extremely soft, so
Oh, that's good. Hey, enjoy
it's
it.
one of those little Chinese beds that looks like I'm sleeping on the floor, but I'm not. Oh my, what's happening? What's happening there?
Oh,
What's happening there?
your background is collapsing on you.
No, it's so good before. Watch it about to be fixed. Anyway, it never got fixed. Anyway, a typical day for me: waking up, sleeping in, having probably like going downstairs, seeing if anyone's awake. If they're not awake, I go chill for a bit. Go check down again. Also, see as my dogs. After when it hits about 8, that's when my family starts to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
and then probably about roughly 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I have a nice little cup of tea.
Nice.
2 hours later, I might have a glass of muck. Don't ask what muck is. It's milk.
Muck is milk. Okay, I learned something today. What kind of tea do
That's
you
what-
like?
Huh?
What type of tea do you drink? Is it like an English breakfast?
No, not really. About that much milk. About
Okay.
a spoonful of milk. Wait, no, 2 spoonfuls of milk. 2 sugars.
2 sugars.
A nice decaf tea bag, or half caffeine and half decaf. That really
half-
has a spot in my head.
A half calf. I like that.
Yeah, half calf.
Mm.
Go back up, chill for a bit. Maybe come back down. Well, yeah, come back down. Probably watch a little bit of YouTube on it on my PC, which I'm currently interviewing you on.
There you go.
And then,
Not-
yeah, it's kind of a typical day for me.
Not a bad setup, my man.
And also, Dad, can you fix the thingy? And now we'll be finished. We'll be done in a minute. But at the end of it, we do need to do the Stirk thing. But anyway, what makes you angry?
What makes me angry?
Patrick.
I think I get upset at myself sometimes when I make mistakes that I've made before in the past.
What,
So,
you let a cockroach die on your thing, and then a cockroach died on your dashboard again.
maybe something like that. Just a mistake.
Like,
When you
like in your kitchen, your nice marble countertopping, and a
Yeah.
cockroach died on it like 2 years ago, and then it died again on it. Would that make you angry?
No, because I didn't cause it. So, yeah, I don't really get angry. I don't really get upset. I think I got more upset when I was younger, a younger person. But when you get older, you learn to manage your emotions better, and hopefully you get to a place of like more peace in your life. So that's something I try to actively work on. It's just being at peace with the way things are. If it's a situation that I want to change or make different, you can't change things like that all the time. You can't change other people. So, you just try to be careful.
All right. I just drank a little bit of Fanta, see if that would fix it, but no, apparently not. Anyway, if a genie gives you 3 wishes, what would they be?
Okay, genie.
3 wishes must equal up to. You say 3 things, and he grants them.
I would want to take away everyone's pain.
And suffering.
Yes, take away pain and suffering. I would want to create a space for everyone to be able to see their purpose in life. And then thirdly, I would want to have a situation where everyone would know, everyone that they meet all around the world, there would already be an understanding of who that other person is. Maybe they don't have an experience with them yet, but they feel like they know them. And I think that would actually be a really cool thing. If people just instinctively knew other people, you'd have a lot more happiness in the world.
Yeah.
So I think those are my 3.
My 3 would to have the most endless amounts of Fanta in the world. Also,
There
it
you
went
go.
from being about that full, from
There you go.
being about this full.
Yeah.
My first wish, it would have the superpower to literally be able to spawn Fanta out of absolutely nowhere. How I could spawn out my roof. How I could spawn it out the heaven, out of space, out of time.
You love that Fanta. You love that Fanta. I love that.
Swear, if I don't get Fanta, like I said earlier, I'll dissolve.
Well, I wish for you. My fourth wish is that you always have Fanta by your side. How about that?
Alright, kind of breaking the genie rules, but okay.
I
Anyway,
absolutely am. I absolutely am.
for the second wish, it would be to, my second wish. And Fanta would be enough for me. But do I want more than just
All
Fanta?
3 wishes on Fanta, huh? Wow, you're
No, wait, hold on. No, that was just the first wish. To be wealthy? Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
And to end everyone's pain. Well, you did pain and suffering, so I can't do that.
You can use that. I think it's a good one.
I'll use something else. Hold on. To give out to make sure all the poor and people with disabilities and problems to be fixed and for them to have wealth. I just
like
fit
that.
2 wishes into 1 wish there. 1 wish.
Would you wish that you had enough wealth to give it to them, or they would just have it for themselves?
They would just have it.
They would just have it. Okay, I wanted to clarify. I like that. That's a good mix.
Anyway, before we go, I really love. It's been really lovely talking with you.
You too.
But do you have any last words?
I would just want to say I really wish you so much success with your channel. I know that it's probably frustrating.
And so much Fanta.
And more Fanta, of course. But I know it's probably frustrating for you that you can't go live, right, because of your age. And that day will come. But in the meantime, I think you're creating great content. You're really mixing things up with the questions that you and your dad are coming up with together. And I think that is what's going to make people want to come watch your channel and watch you. You just have a very just fun personality. You're very funny. And I think people are really going to love Mini Demon as the channel. And I want to thank you for bringing me on. I hope this interview went well for you. But I had fun. I had a good time. And it would be great to have you on sometime once I come back to YouTube, if you'd be up for that.
Yeah, you can interview me.
That's what I'm saying. We can talk about crypto. We can talk about Fanta and all the Fanta options out there. Whatever you'd like.
Yeah, next time you get back onto YouTube, make sure to arrange something. I'll make sure to arrange. You make sure to arrange something with my dad for you to interview me this time.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. And maybe your dad could come on too, because we'd love to talk with him as well.
Nah, he doesn't deserve to come on with you. But anyway, really, I have some final words.
Please.
If you do end up interviewing me when you go back onto YouTube, it would be really, really fun, I guarantee. And for your next holiday trip, I think you would need to come here to Stoke. Okay?
I like it.
Here to Stoke, book a hotel in Stoke, and then tell us the address of your hotel room. And
So you guys can come over and hang out.
Yeah. And then
I
we
like
might
that.
be able to go to the bar, have some food, go to the beach, do everything. Yeah?
So before we go, what would I order? What is the thing that I need to order in Stoke, food-wise, that is like the thing that you eat in Stoke? What is the food?
Ooh, for breakfast, if it's still the breakfast, eggs, bacon, sausages, mashed potato,
Potatoes.
and beans.
Oh,
And
beans. That's the English breakfast.
Yeah,
Right?
those are the 5
course.
items to make up the English breakfast.
Okay.
Or if you want to have a really, and then for lunch, we normally have something like pasta, sandwich, we don't really have like a really fancy lunch unless we're
Yeah, like a
unless-
fish and chips kind of thing.
Yeah, fish and chips.
Yeah.
Can you want me some food? Me fish and me chips are all baggered.
I love it. I would have some of that malt vinegar
Salt
on
and
those
vinegar.
chips.
Salt and
yeah,
vinegar.
yeah, salt and vinegar. Yeah. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do.
What? You're right.
I dig it.
And if you want to have a really gorgeous tea, Jack and potato is what is spot on. I
Okay.
prefer that more than biscotti. So
Okay.
that's my second deepest darkest secret.
I love it. I love it.
Anyway, Jack and potato is basically a huge potato that's been split open into 4 slices or two big
Mhm.
ones, with cheese and beans smothering all out of it and
Ooh.
cheese on top.
Oh yeah.
Our food
yeah.
here is pretty great.
I'd be into that. No, that sounds
Oh, and
right up my alley.
our donuts. Oh, yes.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah. So is Stoke going to be the next place you come?
You know, it probably won't be the next place, but if we put it on the list, I will definitely let you know, because every place in Europe I love. Everything's so close. It's either a train ride away or a short flight away, and you can't say that about most places in the world. So that would be excellent, and I appreciate the invite.
You're welcome. So next time you go on a trip to a different next time, if you ever go on a trip to this country, will you let my dad know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Pinky promise? You have to wiggle your finger to make sure it's official.
Lock it up. No, absolutely. I've got new friends there. I don't take that lightly. So that's something I would definitely want to let you guys know about for sure.
Yeah, I would really like to meet you in person, honestly.
You too, man. Thank you. And I appreciate that.
I'm not mean, so I don't remove people, so I'll let you go on your own.
All right. Well, that's good. That's good.
Bye.
All right. See you later. Thank you, Tyler.
Welcome.
Later.
Right, guys, that was a fun experience, and I hope you enjoyed it. And sorry for the background change. Sorry for all the white bits and stuff, but fortunately, it's about all you're getting out of me today, so bye.